Good morning, Krista here from Books and Jams, and I forgot yesterday to record my week 2 wrap up of Miracle Morning, so I'm going to do that for you today. For authenticity's sake, I decided to record before I hop in the shower, so I am makeup free. Thankfully, I wore my hood in my sleep last night, so my hair isn't too horrible this morning for you. So I've really been enjoying Miracle Morning so far. It's been 16 days, and I have not missed a day. One day was a little bit shorter than others, but I've been getting up early every single morning, and it's been really growing on me. I enjoy getting up. Well, I don't enjoy the actual getting up part. That's the hardest bit, getting out of bed. But once I'm up, it is really great to focus my thoughts and spend some time with myself and planning out my day and reading and all the different things. So let me just run through what I've been doing. So when I first wake up, again, I get out of bed and brush my teeth, pour my water, and come and sit and have a few moments of silence and just really focus on my breathing. Then I hop right into 20 minutes of reading. And I've been reading this week this book Completely by Jackie Policastro, which I believe just came out very, very recently. And this is my friend. This is a nonfiction book. It's faith-based, and it's talking about Cain and Abel, the story of Cain and Abel, Adam and Eve, the first two created humans, and their sons, Cain and Abel, who have very different storylines. So I'll talk about it more in my wrap up because I probably will finish it before the end of the month, but I only read it for 20 minutes a day and kind of think about that, and that's how I spend my time with the reading section. And I said with my week 1 wrap up that one of my goals was to focus a little more on writing, and I've been doing really well with that. So I got this new journal from we have a store called Target, and in the dollar spot, this was only $3. So it's just a little journal. It's not a full size, which is perfect for my Miracle Morning. So I started it on November 8th, which was the goal that I wanted to start during my second week of Miracle Morning. And each day I've kind of broken the page up into 4 sections. So after I read, I get the journal out and I spend a few minutes thinking about what I'm thankful for. So that's the first section, thankful. And I just write down a few things. Sometimes it's things that happened the day before. Sometimes it's things about my personal life. It's just things that I'm thankful for that day. And this week was really cool. I was able to spend a few days up in Maine with some friends. Woke up early a few of the days to see the sunrise and just spend a few minutes of my morning alone on the back porch in the freezing cold, bundled up in blankets, watching the sunrise. And that was really special. So I was thankful for those moments that I had. After the thankfulness section, I spend a few minutes in prayer. And this is, I often pray for some of my siblings. I'm the oldest of 8 children. So my one brother has, as I said before, recently been in the hospital. He's back at school now, which is fantastic. So I've been spending some time praying for him and for other siblings and some other situations that come up during the week. And then the third section is goals. And I kind of write down just some goals for the day, sort of like a to-do list, but yeah, I'm a big fan of thinking about the things that I want to accomplish for the day. So I write down goals, and I also go back to the day before and evaluate if I got everything finished that I was thinking about the day before, and kind of see where I stand on those things. So it's good reflection time, but also planning for the day. And finally, I did write out some affirmations. I have 4 now that I say daily, and I guess I've had 4. It's been growing. I started this week with only 1. This was one of my goals for week 2, was to think about affirmations and come up with some. So my affirmations are a little bit affirmation and a little bit purpose. So I'm just going to tell you what they are. So the first one that I have decided to say every day is, I am made in God's image, therefore I will make healthy choices. Last week I was participating in a 5-day clean eating challenge as well. So that stemmed from that challenge helped me come up with this affirmation. So I'm made in God's image, therefore I will make healthy choices, both in my mind and my body and my soul. The second one is, I am deeply loved by God and others, therefore I will give love freely. Being single as I get older is harder and harder sometimes, and I often lie to myself that I'm unlovable, and I feel like that's a lie that Satan and the world kind of pushes on me, and I push on myself, and I say that to myself, maybe not so much in those words, but I wanted to remind myself on a daily basis that I am deeply loved by God and I'm deeply loved by other people. I have some amazing friends that God has brought into my life. So I want to remind myself of that, and also as a challenge and purpose that because I know that I am deeply loved, in a deep place I know that, I want to freely give love to other people and be quick to love and share love with everyone that I meet. While in Maine, I was able to go shopping in some cute little stores along this beach town, and I found this big book of kind of posters that you're meant to rip out and share with someone else. So they're just, I forget what it was called, but these posters were supposed to brighten someone else's day. And as I was flipping through, I came across this statement that I really liked. So it says, I am the very thing someone is looking forward to. And that kind of goes along with the loved and being loved, because having a family is a dream of mine. And I just like this idea that someone is looking forward to me, whether that's a friend or more, we'll see. But I love that statement, and it's just a nice positive statement to speak over myself in the mornings. And finally is one that I've just added a few days ago as I'm thinking about how I spend my money and working to become debt free. I said, I have been greatly blessed, therefore I will steward my money well, or I will be a good steward of all I have. I've said it differently a couple days, but I have been greatly blessed as I read and learn about the world and different situations. I want to acknowledge the fact that I know that I am greatly blessed, but also be mindful of how I spend and how I share my time and resources, and be a good steward of those things. So those are the 4 aspects that I have included in my writing or scribing, which is a part of Miracle Morning. I didn't do any writing during week 1, and it was a goal for week 2 to do that, and I have not missed a day. And I really enjoy the few moments it takes to go through those aspects of my day and thoughts in the mornings. My third goal, I believe, that I had mentioned about for week 2 was to increase my exercise time in the mornings, and I haven't done this very well, so I'm pushing that goal off to week 3, and I'll let you know how I get on with that. I do want to spend a few more minutes exercising in the mornings. I do a little bit of stretching, I do a little bit of getting my blood going, but I'd like to add a few moments onto that in my morning routine. So yeah, there it is, my wrap up of week 2. I'm really enjoying it. I do want to continue, and it's getting easier. The hardest part is the actual getting up out of bed. Once I'm up out of bed, it's fine. I will keep you posted as to how this week goes. I do want to work on a few aspects of the Miracle Morning. The one aspect that I'm not doing, and I don't know that I really care to, is the visualization. I think I mentioned in week 1 that I have a hard time with this aspect of it, and I'm really, really happy with how my Miracle Morning is going so far. So I think I may just stick with what I'm doing and include a little bit more exercise. That's my main goal for this week. But hopefully this week I will do maybe a little vlog style of one of my mornings, just so that you can see, because I'm not sure how much different my week 3 will be, but we'll see. I will keep you posted, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.